Hello guys and welcome to another tutorial. In this video I will show you how I did this Google Inspire presentation in PowerPoint. So the first thing is, on a blank slide we're gonna add our text. So here I just wrote the word search because I don't want Google to sue me. The font that I use is Montserrat Bold, and first I'm gonna make it a little bit larger. And then I'm just placing it in the middle of the slide. And now I'm gonna add a rounded rectangle. And with this yellow dot here, we can round the corners a little bit more. So I'm just making it a little bit skinnier. And now I'm gonna duplicate this text with Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And I'm just gonna move it under this rectangle that we did. And for this one, I'm just gonna get rid of the bold style. So here I'm just decreasing the size a little bit. So this will be our menu for the rest of the slides. So here I'm gonna put all, I'm gonna put images, and I'm gonna put videos because we're gonna have 3 different slides. And then I'm just gonna change the font to Arial, and let's decrease the size a little bit. And then to align, just select everything, go to shape format and click on distribute horizontally, and then just align it to the middle. And now I'm just changing the color of each letter. And then we're gonna select the shape that we did, click on no line, and then change the color to white. And then click on the effects for the shape, and let's add a shadow. So here I just picked this one, and with these handles right here, you can adjust the blur, you can adjust the transparency. And then we need to add our icons. So we're gonna go to Insert, Icons. So for the first icon, I just looked for a magnifying glass, and you just click on Insert, and then you can make it smaller, and you can move it around and place it wherever you want it. And if you select it, you can change the color as well. So here I just picked gray. So then you just have to look for your second icon, which in this case is a microphone. And for this one, you're gonna click on Convert to Shape. So we have 2 different shapes here, and now we can change the color of each one. And then you can select both of them and click Ctrl G to group again. And then you can just place it on the right. And now we're going to add a new text box because this will be our search term. So here I'm gonna make this presentation about France, about Paris. So here I'm just formatting the text, again picking Montserrat as a font, and just align it to the middle and to the center of your shape. And then let's create other 3 slides. So each of these will be our categories or our options. So for the first one, we're gonna have all. Then for the second one, we're gonna have images. And for the third one, we're gonna add videos. So let's go back to the first slide. And first we're gonna create a group for the search box with Ctrl G. Then select the search word as well, and copy and paste everything on the second slide. And then you can just make everything smaller. We're gonna fix this text in a second. So you just have to, with everything selected, you just go to the decrease text option. And then let's just align everything to the left, to the top left of the slide. And then I'm just gonna move the reference text that I had, and I'm gonna convert it into a button that will take us back to the first slide. So to create the links, first you have to select the text that you're gonna convert into a link, and then you go to Insert Link and click on Place in this document. And for example, the text all is gonna take us to the second slide. The text images is gonna take us to the third slide, and so on, depending on how many categories you have. And then to create the button that goes back to the first slide, you just select again your text, and you link it to slide number 1. And now we have functional links. So we need to copy this top part to the rest of our slide. So you just copy everything, delete this one and paste it with Ctrl V. And then we'll go back to slide number 2. And we're gonna create another rounded rectangle. So this one will take pretty much the whole space. And again, I'm just rounding the corners a little bit more, and then click Ctrl C and Ctrl V to create a copy. And we're gonna select no line, and we're gonna change the color to orange just to have it to see the difference between the other shape that we did. And then insert a rectangle that's gonna take the top middle part of the previous shape. And then you're gonna select both shapes and go to shape format and click on merge shapes, and then click on fragment. And now you can get rid of this excess here. And then let's create a vertical guide with right click and then click on grid and guides and click on vertical guide. And then you're gonna insert another rectangle, and this one's gonna take the left hand side of the shape. So again, we have to select both shapes. And again, go to merge shapes, click on fragment, get rid of the excess. And that's how you create 3 different pieces for your content. So now we have 3 different placeholders. So now let's get rid of the bottom half. You just select it and delete with your keyboard. And now we're seeing the shape that we had at the back. And I just changed the color to white, and I just added a shadow here. Increase the blur and change the transparency a little bit. So now it's time to start adding our images. So here I just looked for Paris in unsplash.com and just look for a landscape image. So in this case, I picked this one, and then just right click on it, copy image, select your placeholder and click on picture from clipboard in the format picture panel. And you can reposition it with picture format and the crop option. You can move it around. And then for the right placeholder, I'm gonna add a map. So here I just go to Google Maps and I just looked for Paris, and now I'm gonna take a screenshot because I'm gonna insert it in the placeholder, in the orange placeholder. So if you're on Windows, you have to use the snipping tool to take a screenshot. So let's select this portion and then right click, copy, and go back to PowerPoint, select your placeholder, and again, picture texture fill from clipboard, and you can rearrange it with the crop option. So then you just need to insert the rest of your texts. And here I just put like a little description here, and maybe like the location, the population, the language, stuff like that. For the flag, I did the exact same thing. So first I started with a placeholder, and then you just go to Google Images, look for the flag, right click, copy, paste, crop, etc. And then I just added a shadow to make it pop a little bit more. And for the rest of the layouts, it's pretty much the same process. So you start creating the placeholders, and then you just have to fill them with your images, with the images that you get from Unsplash or any other website that you want. Unsplash, like, it's obviously not sponsoring this video, but they have some pretty good images and they're free. So I highly suggest to check it out. Now for the video, I just went to pexels.com. They have some pretty good free videos. So you just have to select the one that you want and then click on free download, and then just drag it from your files into the slide. To get the rounded corners, go to video shape and just select the rounded rectangle shape. And that's how you get the rounded corners. And now for the animation of the text, you just have to select it, go to animations, click on fade, and then go to the animation pane, right click and effect options, and on duration you will put 1 second and then start with previous, and then you click on effect and go to animate text and click by letter, and that's how you create that animation. And that's it. That's how you create this Google Inspire presentation in PowerPoint. And if you want to get the full template for this presentation, go to lurutiappt.com, where you'll get 14 layouts including animations. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe for more. I will see you the next time.